He got randomized.
Jesse got randomized.
Ooh.
Usually you got to
pay extra for that? Is that what you were going to say?
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more. Have it in. Some more. Let's get some more.
Why, hello, and welcome to My Whiskey Den, your favorite public access whiskey review show where craft whiskey is king and home of the Fat Boy tasting notes. Welcome, everybody, this evening to our 2 whiskey evening. We're not doing 6 or 8 tonight, just a simple 2. Well, who knows? We could turn it around. Mitch sliding in at the last minute. I like to do digs. Doesn't he look relaxed during that?
What can I say? I don't
looks
have.
like he's 5 minutes from a nap.
I wish it was, but I don't have my my bar set up yet, so couch it is.
Oh, very good. Still. All right, Mike. How are you doing this evening? Hey, Jesse. You got randomized.
Jesse got randomized.
What did you pick after getting randomized?
No, it's the chance to buy the Herald 10-year cigar blend from Ireland.
Sure you will. Good job. Good job.
In the special commemorative box.
Little box.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the boxes are pretty cool. I've had a couple of them that were neat.
It's pretty cool, and it shows off what's going to be their new bottle design.
Oh.
They're changing the bottle shapes.
Fancy. Maybe fancy. Oh, they is fancy.
No, it looks nice. I mean, it looks very nice. It stands out. It doesn't look like every other bottle on the shelf.
Oh.
Without being the coffin ones.
I miss the coffin ones.
Which I don't care what they say. They're fragile.
Well, little bump on the bottom. That thing.
Well, it is on the top. Their problem with them was couldn't get them during COVID. But the other problem is they said bottles like that and like Angel's Envy and stuff, a lot of times bartenders turn them sideways. Mm-hmm. So when they're on the shelf back there, you see that, not that.
You don't get the space. I get the visual on that. That makes sense. Yeah. It's still that's just a lack of respect from that bartender.
That's true.
You know,
I'm just saying
up on that little second row so you can see it from back there.
There was a weak spot on my first batch bottle of Promethean.
Fair enough. Excuse me.
It's on record as being barely touched.
Yeah. I mean, there was visual evidence of it happening.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, hold on a second here. Looks like
it's a twofer.
Oh, my God. We got everybody. It's nice to see you, Morgan. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Cold. But other than that, I'm doing good. It's a little chilly.
You guys are separate in your respective rooms?
Yep.
Kinda. She's in the office. I'm in the fun room downstairs.
The fun room.
Room with all the alcohol, at least.
All right. Well, Mike, before we go any further, do you want to tell the lovely people watching about the Bar Cart Co-op?
Oh, boy. Yes. Okay. We are proud members of the Bar Cart Co-op, which is a collection of friends who create content for the whiskey and other distilled spirits public. The Bar Cart Co-op YouTube and Facebook pages have information about upcoming and past special shows, which happen about every quarter. There are blind tastings, distiller panels, discussions of collaborations, and the usage of unique grains. The Bar Cart Co-op has educational and fun episodes for your enjoyment. And the oldest show in the group is Distillers Talk, hosted by Christy Atkinson and Alan Bishop. It is a conversation with people from distilleries and distillery adjacent that gets into deep and sometimes off the rails and back again discussions with their interviews. New episodes arrive at the end of the work week. And if that's not nerdy enough, then check out One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute, which is the show where Alan Bishop answers any questions about distilling and often puts them to the test. It could be individual grains, entire mash bills, equipment, or methodology. New episodes come out randomly, so subscribe. And then there is the Bourbon Turntable, which is where they mix the love of music with the love of whiskey. They have conversations with musicians, writers, distillery folks, and common folks like us about music and whiskey. It releases every Wednesday on all your platforms, including the YouTube. Then there is If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything, which is a show about the spirits and the paranormal among us, as well as the unexplained and the spiritual. Subscribe on Spotify to get all the seasons. And last, but certainly not least, little David Levine sucks at fantasy football, but you know what he's really good at? He's really good at doing interviews, and he's really good about taking whiskey notes, and he's really good about doing award shows. Not for himself in fantasy football, mind you, but for whiskey.
Very good. Woo. Glass is a little chilly here. I'm gonna have to warm it up. So we got a twofer. We got a twofer tonight. I'm excited about it.
We got a twofer in a couple of odd ducks in a way.
I would think so.
I had randomly picked up both of these, not randomly because I purposely sought them out, but I picked them up off of Sealbox. And one of them, Cat's Eye's fun. Cat's Eye just does interesting things. And so does Obtanium.
You're gonna be pretty assured that they're gonna have something interesting.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't know what, but you're gonna probably be pretty intrigued by it.
Yes. So this one, it is called Rescue Beer Barrel Bourbon. Very shiny label, lots of reflection. But it says bourbon whiskey finished in beer barrels. There's like nothing else on the bottle except for that it's bottled by Cat's Eye. But what was described as this Rescue Beer Barrel is a Wisconsin bourbon individually selected for flavor, then finished in stout beer barrels. Combining the two creates a unique flavor blend that takes the smoothness of bourbon and mixes it with the rich highlights of stout. And the second paragraph says, distilled by a mystery distillery in Wisconsin that has since closed. This is an approximately 4-year-old bourbon that was proofed to 94, then recasked for 4 to 16 weeks in porter and stout barrels, sourced from a number of local Iowa breweries. Easily one of the richest sub 100 proof bourbons due to the secondary aging post-proofing. Now, all the other information that we have about this, because it was vague across the board. It also says is 4 years old, 94 proof, distilled in Wisconsin. Cat's Eye's website has about 2 sentences about it. That's it. 'Tis a mystery.
You know what? I like that.
Yeah.
That it's oh, see, I was gonna think that.
Oh, speaking of our guy Jesse, he's making a trip to go up to Brickway.
Ooh.
I know.
Yum.
Brickway's rum. Do not sleep on the rum. I went there expecting it to just be about the single malt, but oh my goodness, their rum.
Huh.
Well, okie dokie.
I recall their brandy, I think, was also really good.
Yeah.
I think we left with a bottle of that too.
I'm just a sucker for brandy, though.
What a fine girl.
And I could be, and I am probably totally wrong, as there was something. I think there was a boxer bourbon at one point, but I don't know if that was from Wisconsin. There was some group that went on Shark Tank, I think, at one point, and then did not. So I'm intrigued. There's a couple we could know, but I feel like there's it's something that's kind of, like you said, hidden well is what I think. Just hypothetical chance it could be Ed's old place too. So
yeah.
I mean, it could have been.
It's
one of
hard telling.
the
If it's
barrels.
you just have to backdate to probably, if it's, I would say backdate it 5 years to be comfortable.
Maybe beginning of COVID ish.
Yeah. So I've shared this out, and I've consumed a fair share of it. So it's not new to me.
Well, that's okay. You can definitely feel like there's the beer barrel effect on it coming up to the nose on the after, just hitting it. But the mix of the stout and the porter is kind of throwing me off because it's making me think someone's like a deeper caramelization, maybe on the bourbon side of things. But I think it's from the beer barrel.
Yeah, this is definitely a caramel vanilla bomb.
Heat this up here. Get this moving. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, apparently when I just twirled it there, I got a little bit high on the glass. And when I came around and there, got right in there. Whew. It has a really nice, rich, malty note to it, but it's like the malt smells a little sugary.
Yeah, so it's for it not only being 94 proof, it smells a little sharp when I first bring it up to my nose.
I get like reminiscent of a uncapped marker, like initially.
I can see that.
It's just like there's that ooh, and then it goes away.
My favorite teacher in high school, that was one of his favorite smells. So whenever he opened a brand new marker, he just, oh, this is going to be a problem.
You guys teach yourselves for a few minutes.
He was, gosh, what a great teacher. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to get him in trouble for smelling markers, but really made me love math. And he was not a math teacher. So
I don't think you get in trouble for sniffing markers anymore.
Is he retired?
I have no idea. I mean, I graduated in 07, so.
I'm thinking, hold on here. I'm getting a morning, like a cinnamon buns where you have them in a circle, where you could normally have icing, but I've had this where they have like a caramel drizzle instead. Because I'm getting that like the inside spun part of like one of those pastries like that, where it's got like that little bit of spice. It's wrapped in. Ooh, that was weird. Ooh, my left nose gets the maltiness. My right nose, none at all. Problem. I'd say comes out a little sharp still, at least in the first half of it before that starts to wear away. At least on the first drink.
That is just caramel going into milk chocolate for me.
I still feel like there's almost like a layer, and then of like flavor, and then there's almost feels like there's something floating on top of that that's like hard to get to for a second.
To me, it feels higher than the proof.
I would agree.
I get like cinnamon raisin and chocolate and caramel.
It's like I think I like the aftertaste and the finish more than I like the hit going through. Because the hit going through for me still has a little bit of that, like you said, a little bit of like a high note for a second. I don't know, but the finish is really nice. I get like cocoa powder.
You see, I'm not getting cocoa powder. I'm definitely getting chocolate, but like a milk chocolate, nothing too dark.
I was very on the finish, like you remember the Nesquik powder maybe, because it was not like milk chocolate, but more like
Well,
a little bit of dust in there.
along that flavor train, the chocolate that it reminds me of is the Aldi milk chocolate, which is actually hazelnut and milk chocolate.
I can see that.
I went up here and I said nuts right before you did that. Like it is.
One of the things that I really liked about this, I had expectations because you see stout finish, and then it was like, well, no, porter and stout, but I still had expectations. It's like, well, it's going to taste like this. It doesn't taste so like it's hints at what I thought it was going to taste like, but it doesn't taste like what I thought it was going to be. So I was very pleased with that, because it was like, cat's eye, you did it again. It's something just a little different. And this was like, it was like $39.
That's another thing I love about Cat's Eye. Like everything they've ever put out has been a great value.
Yes. Yeah.
Even their expensive stuff. It's well worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yes. They've done I thought they've done a great job. Now, if I can only find some more Krupnik, that would be great.
I'm still on the search for that Plump Jack finished rye. What was it? It was a Plump Jack finished something or other. There was a single barrel of it at a bar in Louisville. And I loved it, and I've never seen it anywhere since.
It was that Obtainium, wasn't it?
I think so. I think it was a single barrel pick that someone sold to the bar.
I'm liking this because going back to it more, it feels like I'm almost layering a little bit more on my tongue.
Yeah.
So I went back like 2 or 3 times quick, and it felt like it just almost started to push through it and got a little more depth holding on.
Mm-hmm.
The more you drink it, the more chocolatey it is.
Don't inhale through your nose while you swallow.
I know, but there is a little bit I do get a little bit of like a little bit of alcohol, like you said, more than you were expecting for the percentage points. How about that?
Especially if you inhale through your nose while you swallow.
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't do that with the peated one. That'd be sad.
When that little retro hail while swallowing is rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next one here? Oh my God, Manatawny Still Works?
Yes, Manatawny Still Works. Give me a second.
I'm feeling good about that.
Put something else on my palate here.
It's kind of like Punxsutawney. Is it like down the road? Like, are we in Pennsylvania?
Yes, it's Phil's brother.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So I had picked this one up because I like American single malt. I was like, ooh, a peated American single malt. Mm-hmm. And just happened to notice on the site that it listed that it was an Ascot winner. Now, don't agree with a lot of award stuff, whatever, but I like the way that Ascot is set up. And I also like that it's not a pay for play or everyone gets a medal, but yours is better, so you get 2 medals, like some of the other places are. It's like, well, I get 3. So I saw that and I thought, okay, well, I'll give it a try. And it wasn't that much. About 2 months after I got it ish, then 2 things happened. One, I saw they had it on one of the Whiskey Tribe episodes, and then 2, saw that they closed. So, but here's what we know about it is 100% Simpson's peated malt. It is 20 to 30 parts per million. They say this was Manatawny, and also trying to find stuff about this because their website no go
not there.
Facebook page not updated since May. But somehow Google AI says although they said that they're closed, they're not, which is actually incorrect. So we're all safe. AI is not going to take over. Said because peat can be such a bold flavor, Manatawny carefully chooses to focus all its peated whiskey production for the year back to back in a single peat week. This allows them to complete a deep clean before returning to typical production, avoiding the risk of introducing peat flavors to the other distillates. The result is excellent peated whiskeys that benefit from the internal anticipation and focus that come from peat week. The American single malt whiskey in this batch comes from Manatawny's 2019 distilling season, when the chosen theme for their whiskeys was balance. They tempered the heavily peated distillate by aging it first for 3 years in 53-gallon American oak barrels that had previously held their 4-grain whiskey. Then they finished the whiskey in a 132-gallon Oloroso sherry puncheon to impart fruit and sweetness.
Sounds like a good way to go.
It won an award at the 2023 ASCA, and it is 47 proof. And all we have from it is 3 years old, from Pottstown, PA, 100% Simpson's malt.
You get a light. The light for sherry note on here is a light, more,
and also very shared, as it should be.
I'm getting a light cherry note on this one that I like. Like cherry out in the forest. Like, well, we have cherry orchards here, like in Door County, but I'm kind of getting that.
Yeah, I need to visit a cherry orchard now that I'm in Michigan.
Oh. Sorry, I got excited for a second there. I'm thinking he might be able to make some pretty damn good cherry bounce. You are in Michigan, Mitch.
I probably could. I don't know. Our neighbors are quite the mixologists, so might have to get Miss Donna on the cherry bounce.
Because the right type of cherries in cherry bounce are absolutely fantastic. Or it's the right time to put them in. You don't want too hard. I like a little bit softer cherry when they're in there, but they are fantastic.
That's fair.
Plus, they amp up a party for some people that need to get moving a little bit. You know, there's sometimes people at a party that have to get a little jump start to get moving. Then you just slow down on the fruit after that.
So at first I was getting a lot of the peaty notes, but it was more of a woody peat than like a super heathery peat. Now I'm just getting fruit and a lot of it. Like my nose is going completely blind to the peat.
Yeah.
I didn't get a lot of it right away. Morgan, you're having peat issues like I have with some things. So what's your interpretation?
Yeah, I definitely got the burnt Band-Aid peat smell at first. And I was like, oh God, here we go. But it's definitely simmered down, and I agree with Mitch. It's very fruit forward. Almost kind of reminds me of the like the fruit stripe candy gum that they have. It's like that fruit forward to me.
I like that because it has that little bit of a, like, I don't know. I always think of gum from that time frame as having like almost like a little powdery note to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty good. I like that. No, I think I'm just colors now.
There's almost like a
little
slight
yellow and a little color orange, green, and
there's like a slight
suggestion.
There's like a slight confectionery sugar note to it to me. I know that sounds weird, but
Nope.
That with fruit.
Oh, Mr. Richard. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So here's what I get. And not that I have to explain anything. But sense memory. I'll tell you what the sense memory is after I tell you what I get. Cherry, chocolate, roses, peat, and a fruit bouquet. Like when you have, the whole thing. My sense memory, it's Valentine's Day.
What was right for Valentine's Day. Up until that, I agreed. Oh, Roger, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Speaking of lovers,
Ooh, that is interesting because I get a little chocolate. I don't know. I'm gonna take a drink. Sorry.
mhm.
I feel like I'm huffing it too long.
Oh boy, here we go.
You are a huffer, Pat.
Oh. I'll buy the rest. Damn, that is good.
Yeah, if you can find it. Let me. Emily's probably already doing it, but
Did it say what type of malt it was? Like what grain would be?
Simpsonville malt or something?
Simpsons 100%.
Simpsons malt.
Hmm.
Mm.
I think I like Simpsons malt.
It is out of
Like
stock
the
on seal box.
It feels like it has a buttery note to it in the middle, besides everything else on the finish. Like later in the finish, I still feel like there's this, not a honey butter, but just like a natural fat butter on the middle of my tongue. Let me go back. This is interesting.
It's a little burnt band-aidy for my personal taste.
Oh, there is a on Crowded Barrels website. Looks like they did one as an alliance. So there is a Manatawny Still Works Crowded Barrel, 110 proof.
I realized I've only ever gotten one bottle from my Crowded Barrel membership. So I have more than 6 ready to collect.
See? So you can get this. But this one is 96% Simpson peated, 2% Wireman Cara Munich, or Munich, and then 2% Wireman Cara Aroma.
Or if they came
So
afterward.
it is there. It is on there on the Crowded Barrel website, Mitchell. Well, or it used to be because you're going to buy it.
For me, it has a really slight PD aftertaste. But I mean, if you didn't say anything, you might just think there was like some funk from.
It's not super peaty on the palate.
Like,
well, to us normal people.
Yep, I'm a weirdo. I know.
okay.
To me, it's much more ashy than peaty.
Maybe along that same wood note you were talking about on the smell, because I'd agree with you on that. It wasn't more of like you said, it was more of a wood note, not like that heather note you said, where it was like that deeper peaty note.
That ashy though, because there's a marshmallow that I get on it, but it's like a burnt campfire marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
I think the sherry is a really excellent addition. Nicely done on this one because it's not overpowering. It slides in with what's going on, but it adds a really nice, I think, depth of flavor to this. I don't know how much berry note was there before, right? But that really makes it feel like it's a flavored pastry to me. Like that really adds this extra layer in my mind. I would assume that's where it's coming from more heavily, but I don't want to take anything away from the malt because I like the smell of the malt.
Okay, there's a note on the finish. I'll tell you mine after you guys say what you guys get.
Morgan gets burnt Band-Aids.
Yep.
Anything else?
I still got the fruit. I also got the marshmallow. I think that maybe that's where the confectionery sugar, like on the nose, maybe was coming from, is that kind of marshmallow on the palate.
I get caramel. And if, like, race car red was a fruit, it would be that flavor, if that makes sense. Like Lightning McQueen, the fruit. Ashy Pete.
If you could eat Lightning McQueen.
I don't
Just
know
wait.
that I want to
This
say
is
that
a-
on the internet.
Totally weird, but I absolutely love it, Mitch. Do you not have a little feel like you're, I don't know, the race car thing is great because you get a little bit of that tire kind of feel tasted in there when you did that? I don't know. I think that's oddly enough, I love that analogy. I think it's fucking awesome because it does.
It's just, I can't nail down what fruits it is, but it's not a real fruit, if that makes sense, right? It's not like, oh, this is a fresh picked apple out of the garden or whatever. It's like, this smells artificial, and if you made it into a candy, it would be
Oh,
race car red.
not red starburst, no, but like maybe like the filling in between like a Hostess thing, but if it's like jelly, not foam. I don't know if you have like the strawberry roll thing.
So the tasting note that I have on the finish, aside from it being, it's got this nice creamy, and then there's like, you get the ash, a toasted lemon pastry.
Big lemon.
And also probably more heavily toast because there's a little caramelization of sugar in there too that I'm getting, but it just has that sugary, doughy, and it's just got that. You say the flavors, and this is not a knock on the whiskey. I get that. I get what you're saying, Mitch. It feels like it's not cherries. It's like cherry plus, which means it's not real cherry. What everything is like. It's like a little. It's slightly different to where it's not natural.
Danishes where you have the jelly filling. Okay.
Yeah, I could see it, maybe a little bit of that. Yeah.
Like that. But I mean, like you're getting, if someone did something cool, it was like strip, like different flavors. And you know what? That's an awesome idea. Like I would love that Danish. Like lemon, berry, strawberry. Like, sorry. I think I just found something. I want to try it or make it. I know a couple bakers in Green Bay.
One or two.
One of them was he was an alternate on the 1980 Olympic team for hockey. He trained with all of them and everything, and went there and stuff, but did not actually participate as a participant. But he was there as an alternate. Pretty fucking cool. He's an excellent baker.
Out in Lincoln, we had Le Quartier, a very French bakery that was one of the best things of Lincoln, but they had a mixed berry Danish. Oh,
that sounds great to me. I love berries.
So good. And the pastry part tasted like butter, so it tastes a little bit like
that.
But their mixed berries weren't fire truck red. There were a lot of blueberries in there.
See, on that one, like on that one, I got a peaty hit on that one more than I did the other ones. I still like your fucking Lightning McQueen analogy. I think that is.
If you were chewing on Lightning McQueen's tongue,
this is Lightning McQueen.
French kiss, Lightning McQueen.
That's right.
Right after he has desserts.
If you're going to third base with Lightning McQueen.
Well, that's a bit far. I mean,
well, the internet is going to do terrible things.
That already has.
Yeah, it's going to be like, it's pretty hard.
Yeah. Speaking of last night, we watched this latest episode of South Park where it's all about AI.
Oh, really? I didn't. That should be exciting. What did you think, Mike?
Oh, you need to watch it.
Fair enough.
It's very good.
That's another one of those shows like The Simpsons that I'm glad has stuck around for a really long time. Even if I don't watch it for a year or two, all of a sudden I'll be like, oh. Damn, you guys
and
are on fire here.
you don't have to agree with everything that anything
No,
says
no.
anywhere. You just have to decide whether you can put things aside and say something is funny or it's not funny. It's funny. But yeah, again, finding both of these, good luck. You can find them. I know you can find them if you look and look and look, but they are out there. But Manatawny, it's closed up. I didn't see anything like 100% that said why, but
bullshit life happening.
if this was the only thing they made, they did a good job.
Yeah. Be happy if that's what you had come out of there. That's pretty. Oh shit, we have a blend.
Oh yeah, we do.
Out without the blend. I'm sorry, my bad. Swirly.
This peated one is so amazing. I don't know. It's so hard to pour.
Hold on here. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This blend is pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
And like light, smooth. I'm not getting crazy dense flavors. It's much lighter than either one. Fresh almost on the bottom part of my nose compared to a density of the other two. Muscoozy. Caramel corn in the bottom, like the heavy, like the heavy, thick covered ones, not like the medium, like the ones that got it at the bottom of the barrel that got scraped up, and not kettle corn caramel.
See, I feel like it just added some caramel and chocolate notes to the peated whiskey.
I haven't drank it yet.
I had a lot more, or I drank a lot more of the peated whiskey than I did of the cat's eye.
Mm-hmm.
So mine is a adjunct of the cat's eye, where instead of going to milk chocolate, it goes to peated dark chocolate. It's pretty good.
Not a bad thing. Morgan.
I actually like the blend.
Well, there you go.
Don't die, Mike. I know it was surprising, but dang.
We're all waiting.
It's all waiting. Okay, and now let Morgan say, Shay, it's really bad. Okay.
I mean, it has a little more. Go ahead.
It's good. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I get a little bit more of the peat on the nose. I do not get so much, and I was about 50-50 on the actual taste, but it's not a s'more, but I get like toasted graham cracker, like the bottom of whatever or a pie that is like baked, like not soft, like a little bit hard, or it's been crisped up a bit on the bottom. This is, damn it.
Yeah, if the blend was a whiskey, I would not be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The blend is like this cool dessert
Mm-hmm.
that has got layers of chocolate, graham cracker, and then somewhere in there, it's almost like a little lemon zest on top.
Imagine a peated dessert.
What if you just put that in the pie crust? Like lemon meringue pie with peated pie crust.
Smoke a lemon meringue pie.
Sounds pretty good. Could probably make peated meringue.
Probably. That might be.
Especially if you like burned the peat.
Morgan's making faces.
Yeah, that might be. She's like, don't smoke.
I talk all the time. It's okay. You get used to it.
It's a good thing you're not an emetophobe.
I don't know, but the actual taste on this is great. I love the blend of these two.
Yeah, I do too. I'm actually gonna make a touch more blend.
I'm gonna go out on that because it's bright, inviting. Gets a little bit of depth on it with some little bit of baking spice.
Inviting.
It little graham cracker. There's a little like toasted marshmallow in it, like almost if you get it to the really dark brown section right before you light it on fire. Like It's got something neat going on in there. But you know where the big difference is. You got to be quick. Gavin is starting to pay attention to that now. I appreciate that. It's a father teach son moment. And watch your kid not burn the living shit out of stuff. Or, he never try. He didn't try, but now he's like,
Well, it's where you also catch. You catch where adults have done things that they shouldn't have, because like when you're a scout leader and you catch some kids, they're down there lighting a fire and they're using bug spray as an accelerant, and then you go back and you go, yeah, I just caught these kids doing this, whatever, the accelerant, and it's like whatever, and then one of the dads goes, he got that from me. I'm like, dude, like, that's where you say, don't do this, or you spray your tinder without them looking.
That's fucking awesome. I'm sorry, I love that so much.
Oh yeah, I mean at the time it was like, okay, how are we going to do this lesson here?
What did you do, Mike? There's stuff
I hit my space bar to get rid of something, and it made that stuff come up. So
I don't know. Okay.
I don't like these changes. Anyway,
like in Scouts,
we never like changes.
Cake box mix was very flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Very flammable.
So are Doritos. Doritos are a great fire starter.
That's true, because the oils in them, they burn actually a while, which is always good for you to eat those.
Also, get the Doritos off your hands before you cook or go near the fire.
Well, question: do you think that'll be the case with the new Doritos as well? Because apparently, new Doritos and Cheetos have a different color. We're not getting neon orange anymore.
Yeah, I did. Well, as far as being flammable, I got a feeling they're still going to be flammable because of the cheese powder and the oil.
I think just the chips the way it's fried, maybe.
Yeah,
that's all. I don't know. Sorry, off topic. Didn't mean to do that. Only burn the. That brings up a weird question, Emily.
Whoa! Now I see what you're talking about. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like all these people get shot in front of your face. No, you're trying to hide over there. Damn. Okay. What if Cool Ranch does Cool Ranch smell like Cool Ranch, and does Cheeto, like sweet chill? Is it like incense almost? Because that would be weird, but kind of.
I feel like it probably smells like more burnt corn than normal.
I'm iffy on Cool Ranch stuff. I think it's overly done.
Well, I'd say that,
and often not done well.
Okay, question. Well, I agree, and I dislike buttermilk ranch. That's like I don't know. There's a certain level that goes way too far in the buttermilk. I almost don't like it. But shit, I don't know where we're going. Like got drifted off in the condiments for a second.
I'm a terrible person because I don't like Doritos.
So here's a good condiment trick or side trick. There's a pizza place that we'd go to down in the Ozarks. Had better pizza than it had any right to be. Pretty good wings, and they'd bring out the blue cheese dressing. But there was something different about the blue cheese. Yeah, I've told you about this before. I think something different about the blue cheese, and we've been going down there for years and years. Got to know them, so we're like, well, let's just ask. And then they're like, well, I'll find out and let you know what they're doing. And two of the guys I go with were, one is they're both chefs. And one of them is a nutritionist. They know their ingredients, okay, but they're like, we don't know what's up with this thing. Something's different. So they come back and they say, oh yeah, here's what it is. What they do. This is all they do. And they brought out the two ingredients, and it was the tub of Kraft ranch dressing, the buttermilk ranch dressing, and then they put blue cheese crumbles in it. But it made the best blue cheese dip.
Well, that's just
and I've done that where people are like, "Well, what kind of brand?" I'm not going to tell you what it is, but then I always tell them what it is. But it's a good way of, you get a good ranch and then you throw some blue cheese crumbles in there. Pretty good stuff.
Well, I was going to ask your feelings on blue cheese in general, since you were mentioning that, because
I like blue cheese.
so heavily blue cheese they
Yeah.
dislike ranch just in general because of the
A
discrepancy.
really, I like blue cheese because you can. I mean, that's very vast in flavors. But if you want to have a fun whiskey snack with blue cheese, just in also on its own, but a good whiskey snack is you can use a variety of crackers. I would take a Triscuit. You put honey on the Triscuit, and then you put some blue cheese crumbles on that, and you let it sit for a second so it just kind of soaks in there. And then you eat those while you're having whiskey. Now, here's the fun part. Try one where you eat it cracker down. Then you do one cheese down when you eat it.
Oh wow.
So it does make a difference.
It makes a difference. And when especially you have it with whiskey, it's pretty fun. Also,
Remember,
the longer they sit on the cracker, messy.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
honey and
remember tailgating at Stumpy's?
Yes, I
had
do.
that. Oh, gosh, what was it? Lead Belly malt from Texas.
Oh, is that the rum?
No, that
No.
was the single malt. And what was it?
I
It
do
was
remember that.
was it the bagels that Old Man Bay brought that
Yes.
made it taste like blue cheese or something like that?
damn.
It was one of the wildest pairings I've ever had in my life.
It was fun. Need to tailgate Stumpy's again.
We need to invite Stumpy's to tailgate next time.
Well, that's true.
Showing up and then being like, what are these idiots doing? Why is there now a table in our parking lot covered in food and booze 2 hours before we open in the
Well-
snow?
Welcome to your distillery.
Yeah. It was a good time.
It was. I really enjoyed it.
I don't think they expected that people would actually tailgate. Like,
Why not?
Have some sausages out there.
oh, somebody brought shrimp. I remember that.
Oh yeah, was that?
Yeah,
that
somebody
Dave?
brought it out. No, it was some of the people from St. Louis Bourbon Society. They had like a shrimp tray and then something else. It was like, because they were like, well, we didn't know if anyone else would have anything. And like, yeah, we are. Mitch with his trunk full of whiskey.
I was
That's
like
just
that. 'Cause
standard though.
you know when he does that, I feel like it's he's in Dazed and Confused where they open that trunk and it's just ice cold beer throughout the back of it at one point. That's like Mitch when he walks over there, just pops it open. You want a beer? You want a whiskey?
I've evolved. Now I keep putting some rum or something like that in there
Wow.
with me to help with the people.
You want
who
some booze?
drink whiskey?
You're 3/4 of the mobile truck. All you need is an old decommissioned ice cream truck, Mitch. And I think you got something going here.
Yeah, something really illegal, but something. Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
fuck the
last
police.
weekend, a good business idea. Went to this place that was recommended by a local. She worked at a craft, as a craft bar. She's like, "Oh yeah, you should go because we're out of town." And she's like, "Oh, you should come here." And I work at this place, and there's food there. And then she was saying it was kind of like a food court, like craft bar with a food court. And so we got to this place, big wide open spot. I know it's not unique. I'm sure there's other places that are like this, but you get there and had all kinds of outdoor activities, but just a big wide open building, a very, very nice bar, like centered on one side, tables all over the place. And it looked like a mall food court, but they were individual restaurants.
Mhm.
Like, so it wasn't like mall food, but there was a Korean restaurant, Mexican restaurant, English restaurant, barbecue, all kinds of stuff. So you could just order whatever, and then you can order from your phone and then just pick up, all kinds of stuff. But the bar was really, really good. And she had recommended, she talked about their old fashions that they make. And so I had a brown butter fat washed old fashioned.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds real good.
It was very, very good. But it was so cool that we had, I had a English sausage roll and some mashed potatoes with Guinness gravy, and Another friend had nachos, and another one had pizza, and another one had this, and just all this random foods. And then you had this nice craft bar.
I've been to a couple of those elevated food courts, if you will, and they in bigger cities, they are something that's really nice. And like you said, a lot of them do it where if you had kids or you were hanging out with people, it's a cool little place to hang out for a couple hours too and get out of there. And
it was pretty. And this was in a small town. This was in a Ozark small town south of Springfield. So not where you would think that this would be. And it wasn't, and it was in a new building. Like, this is pretty cool for around here. And it was actually pretty hopping. But the bar, we're like, that's the key. It's a good bar. And the prices were all printed out. You could do half, full pours, whatever, flights. They had espresso martini flights. And one of my friends, he's like, no, I just want one. Can you just make me one? And the guy's like, yeah, I'll just make you one. And it tasted like cooled off hot chocolate.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
Cooled off rich and creamy hot chocolate is what it tasted like.
You're almost getting like a fudge taste that, you know, like
it was
cooled down.
It was
right?
wonderful.
You're scraping the pan with the spoon because it's starting to cool down type of fudge.
Yeah.
See, that sounds.
It was straight up dessert. It was good stuff.
Sorry, my mom did some things good. Fudge was one of them. That was there was a fight over the pan. That sounds scraping the pan was almost better than the fudge itself. I don't know if any of you have thought that when you were making it, but once you dump everything out, that little, you know, get a couple spoonfuls of whatever it is, because it's still warm. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had a flashback. It was fantastic. So, all right. Well, these two are both very good, and I really enjoyed the blend of them.
Mm-hmm.
Even the second time around where I was kind of not as accurate. Both very good. I'm intrigued. Maybe let's try to find out a little bit more about the defunct missing distillery, but if you do get a chance to try the other one, the peated one, or at the Alliance series that they have, slightly different. And I want to talk to the damn distillery and see, like, do you think that would be to help fermentation, maybe, as what I would think, with the minor twitches, possibly. I don't know. Damn it, that's just like what was that, Crouch Distillery too, like to have a defunct distillery panel. You know what I mean? Like, what were you doing? Yeah. Let's get this written down.
Yeah, find out what these people did. But yeah, Manatawny, I thought that's just a really good whiskey. So there's got to be some of their stuff still floating out there. Still pick it up.
Excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping in and watching the show tonight. You can stop in next week. I'll be fresh off a trip to Chicago for the weekend. So we'll be testing some more sample whiskeys and seeing you then. Remember, until then, it's not the size of the den that matters. It's the love of whiskey. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.